Welcome, viewers, to the Leadership Lecture Series. Today is the seventh episode, and I want to talk about the recent policy of lifting 100 million people out of poverty in the next 10 years, or in 10 years. I think the policy was started around 2020, but from all indications, from all we have seen, it looks like nothing much has been done because we're supposed to have at least 20 million people lifted out of poverty. Instead, Nigeria during that period, became the poverty capital of the world. Another policy which is also very laudable, but which much has not been done, is the shifting of the economy from oil and gas to solid minerals and agriculture. That is a very laudable policy, but unfortunately, nothing much has been done. It is a laudable policy because, as we all know, oil is actually becoming uncertain because of this because of the climate change issues. I think in the next 10, 15, 20 years, probably the market for petrol will dry up. So anybody who is dependent on oil for now is actually putting themselves in big danger. Like the federation account that has been feeding states will almost dry up from oil. So any state that does not take the new policy seriously, like agriculture and solid minerals, they're going to have serious trouble of cash flow problems. They will not even be able to pay salaries. But as I've been saying last week, business and government, they have different roles to play in the economy. Business looks after the content of business, whereas government is supposed to look after the context, that is security, rule of law, courts should do their job, police should do their job, and so on, so that we have a peaceful society. Because without that, there is no way any business can be done. So I think the policy of shifting from oil to solid minerals and agriculture will only work if government looks after the context of the economy. Then a third policy, which has been mentioned several times by this government, but I don't see any seriousness taking place, and that is the revival of Ajaokuta Steel Company. Most people don't know the loss or the opportunities we lost for not having finished Ajaokuta. I made some rough calculations. Since the time we were supposed to have finished, which was 1988, as at the last program approved by the government of Buhari and Idi Amin, unfortunately, that policy didn't work because when the new government came of IBB, they actually frustrated Ajaokuta. But from my own rough calculations, Nigeria lost an opportunity to make $1 trillion over the years. And this loss will continue as long as Ajaokuta is not finished. There will come another time when I will talk about Ajaokuta, what we lost. But that is the summary. So until we have a government that is serious about Ajaokuta, this loss will continue. Now, these three policies should be linked. How do you link them? That is, you see, without money, no matter what policy you have, you cannot implement it. And the best way to get money for business, for even government, is banks. I see banks as synonymous with prosperity, because any economy that is prosperous, you will find the banks are also doing well, and vice versa. As long as the economy is doing well, banks will do well, and if the economy is doing well, banks will do well. And if banks are doing well, that is the vice versa, you'll find the economy is also doing well, and everybody within that economy will be prospering. We'll talk about this in detail in the next episode, how banks can be used in order to realize these three policies that we are talking about. So if you like, press the button for like, and please also press the button for share if you like, and then maybe we'll see what happens next episode.